Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a second year gardener and this is my gardening vlog. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Rachel. So today on January the 15th, we are starting to plant our winter radishes. It is actually incredibly warm out here for January. It's currently about 65 degrees outside, and it won't be that way for long, so I thought I'd go ahead and get my radishes in the ground so that they had some nice warm temperatures to sprout before it starts cooling off again as we get into February. So I just want to take a quick moment and let you guys see the bed I'm starting with. Most of this section used to look like this, with more weeds and minus the onions. And what I did to start preparing it is I pulled out all the weeds that I could, raked up all of the pine needles that had fallen, and I basically poured a couple of bags of compost. I had a little bit of compost from my own garden, but it's really not enough to sustain a garden of this size. It's mostly just so I feel like I'm doing a little bit of something for my garden. But I had to buy some compost, and I put all of that over the top after I had pulled out all of the weeds. So before I go putting the radishes in the ground, I'm just gonna add a little bit of this fertilizer. This is called Trifecta Plus. It's from a very popular YouTube gardener you guys may have heard of called MI Gardener. He's up in Michigan, and I used his stuff last year, and I thought everything with that turned out really well, so I'm going to continue using it. So only part of this is going to be for my radishes, but I'm just going to go ahead and get the whole bed ready because I'm going to be putting some turnips and some kale in here pretty soon, within about, I think, a month or so. So we're just going to go ahead and get it all ready while we're here. So basically all I've done is just mix the trifecta into my Draco. Can y'all hear my kitty? Come here, baby. No? Okay. So basically what I've done is I have mixed in the trifecta into the top bit of the soil. I'm not going to really bother going too much deeper than that because it'll hopefully seep down as it rains. Hi, baby. This is my kitty Draco, by the way. So basically this area is about where I'm going to have my radishes. Hello. So the way I am going to do this is I'm going to spread them pretty evenly over the surface. I'm not going to bother making rows because rows aren't really necessary in this situation, because I'm not going to have to be walking in between any of the rows in order to get to my plants. I'll be able to just reach in here and grab what I need. So we're going to just start by sprinkling the radishes pretty much all over this area. I'm looking at about how many seeds I have, and it looks like this is gonna be like approximately enough to seed this area. If I feel like it's too much, maybe I'll scoot it out a little bit over here. But I think this seed packet is only gonna be enough for this area. Okay, it looks like maybe I was very wrong. I've got about a third of the seeds left, and I think I've probably got a pretty good sprinkle on everything, so I think I'm going to leave it there actually, and just see how that comes up. I'm going to go over again with the little rake and just kind of cover all the seeds and make sure they're pushed down into the soil. All right, and then the last thing I'm just gonna do is make sure I mark off the area in my garden and water it in. And basically with these radishes, we are hoping for the best. Radishes are not my particularly favorite thing to eat. I know a couple of people who like them. This is more of an experiment for me to see if I can properly grow them, and especially I'm testing out if the seeding method works, because if this turns out well enough and the density is high enough, I'm going to turn around and use the same method with my turnips and my carrots over down at that end. So we will see. We will see what happens. So the other thing that I am doing today is I am finally going to harvest all of these carrots and the single turnip. Basically it has been unseasonably warm, like I said, and that is about to end. I think in a couple of days it's gonna get down to like 24 at night, and I'm honestly unsure whether or not my carrots will do okay if I leave them, and they're like medium sized, ready to eat, so I figure I might as well pull them out now while I know they're going to be okay, and maybe open up a little bit more room for the garlic that you can see kind of poking up in there. Leave a little bit more room for that to start growing and make sure that I don't disturb its root system too much as I'm harvesting these carrots. Don't seem to understand what it means to be true to yourself. Our lives are a short amount of time. I'd rather live with a smile, knowing I mean I will stand up tall with my face to the sky. So this is what I got. I have 1.5 turnips, something like that. These are my Denver half longs. Some of them turned out like pretty good, considering I thought that they would not grow at all. There are just a couple of the petite sweet carrots. They're extremely petite. And over here I have my black nebula carrots. These are apparently the darkest carrot you can grow. Let's go wash these up and see what we're working with. So here is the entire haul. Back here we have the petite sweet carrots, which are doing a very good job of being petite. My 1.5 turnips. The black nebula, which really are that black, and then the Denver half longs, which also have done a really good job of being short. I think it's a pretty good harvest, considering I really didn't expect any of this to even survive, and it'll be good snacking carrots for the next few months while the next carrot harvest starts growing. To be true to yourself. Our lives are a short amount of time. I'd rather live with a smile, knowing I mean I will stand up tall with my face to the sky and realize that I'm perfect the way I am. I won't let them get the best of me. I'd rather stand out and just be me. I'd rather stand out and just be me. I'd rather stand out and just be me. Thank you guys for watching.